not kidding. They're searching the net for a top-of-the-line company that has price-right products. That's why I thought your questioning price is really important. And you know who's on the top of the list? Qivana. Qivana is. That's why I'm involved. I know what's going to happen with the X and Y. Nu Skin handcuffs you in the net. Monavi handcuffs you in the net. Most of the companies want you to do it one-on-one. And that's why that's not where the money is going to be. So I'm in Taiwan. I'm talking about cross-platform marketing and the 40 different ways we're doing the business. I'll take questions after. So I'm talking to a 57-year-old. And I said, we do half of our ways we teach are online. The other half, I don't build online. I build through the other. I like relationships. So he said, this is never going to work in Taiwan. We're a relationship country. And a 31-year-old girl jumped out of her chair and says, I need to answer that. I respect Bill, I know him. She knew him. Everyone knew him. He was respected. But he's dead wrong. I buy everything. My generation is not going to fight, go down the subway, go into the mall, and fight all this traffic when I can buy the same product through the net and have it shipped to my house at the same price or cheaper. We don't do it. My generation doesn't do it. He said, he thought he was cute. He said, oh, you can't buy electronic products that way. You've got to feel them and touch them. She goes, you're wrong again. She pulls up her laptop, and she's on the Chinese eBay. And the Chinese, she goes, look at this. It was in 3D. She said, look at this. I can turn this around. I can touch it. I can feel it. And I can buy it cheaper than you can buy any electronic product. Anyone in Taiwan, it comes to me. He sat down. He was wrong. He was wrong. I appreciate that very much. I appreciate that. So, he was wrong. He just didn't get it. He thinks the old way of doing business is the only way of doing business. And as you know, eBay is so popular now. So, I want to get into the money. I want to show you how to leverage yourself. When I got involved, the reason I got into leverage money, I was making great money in financing. I loved helping people, but I was helping rich people getting richer. Because I only dealt with companies that were doing $10 million, and I had to bring them to $100 million. I opened up 34 countries in Nu Skin, including China. So we know what to do. It took 5 years and $80 million to open up China. It's not an easy country to go into. You have to know what you're doing. We know what we do. These owners have opened up over 50 countries with other companies. They know what they're doing. And Derek is that guy. You know, you always have that guy that has the golden touch. Everything they touch turns to gold. He did it with everything he's been in. So I want to share with you the money on this net. I can only tell you this. If your business runs you instead of you running your business, you're in trouble. If your family runs you instead of you running your family, you're in trouble. If your life runs you instead of you running your life, you've got it backwards. I did. My life ran me instead of me running my life. I was confusing activity with accomplishment. Ever see a hamster going on a treadmill? Same thing over and over and over. Busy all day, busy, busy. But he wasn't doing, he was confusing activity with accomplishment. In this business, I'm going to show you how to leverage yourself. I'm going to show you how to have multiple streams of income without jeopardizing what you're currently doing. You don't have, it doesn't take long to be a connector. But we have 50 other ways. I have people that have never spoken in front of a group. They build through mail order. I have people building through the internet. I have people that are really, really, really shy. Will never be up doing a meeting like this, but they still became millionaires. So I can teach you what to do. I can't make you do it. So I want to get into the money. I want to show you how to leverage. This is not a little deal. So I went back to Blake, the owner of Nu Skin, and I said, Blake, I found another black swan, number 15, because you were the last. You were the last one at 14. He was number 14. He says, what's their name? I go, Qivana. He goes, what does Qivana mean? QI is strength. QI is inner strength in Asia, right? Chi. Chi, inner strength. Vana is a state of happiness. Inner strength, happiness. Qivana. Pronounced as a key in a door. Although Asians say Qivana, it's actually Qivana. So he said, what, Jerry, you've never told me one thing in financing that's never happened to us. How much are they going to do? Blake, at least $4 billion. I told you $1 billion. They're going to do at least 4 times what I told you. Why? Because you were in a business, you were competing against branded companies, $86 billion skincare industry. You were competing against Estee Lauder, Clinique, Lancome, and all those. This Qivana is not competing. Nobody can name the top 3 nutraceutical companies in the world. And that's where they're going to play. Remember who runs the company. The owner of the company ran McKesson, the largest pharmaceutical company, and he ran the 2nd largest nutraceutical company, Nature's Way. He tripled their sales. This guy has never failed. And he said, Jerry, my handprint was on 27% of all the products sold in stores, drugstores. And it doesn't work. I put a fantastic product in the drugstore, of Nature's Way. The drugstore would put another product from a competitor's brand, they put it at the same price, and the person, it was a crap product, and the person behind the counter couldn't tell you the difference between the good one and the crap one. Because they're not paying, they don't know. It's just not working anymore. It costs so much to get branded. So he said, this is the way to do it, one-on-one. And this is what we're doing. But we're not doing it. If you think of one of those old Airway or Mary Kate knock on doors, you got it wrong. You don't get what we're doing yet. We're driven by the internet today. Retail sales are dropping worldwide. Internet sales are going up. We're playing that. You don't have to do it that way. So here's the money. Let's get into the money. So I wanted to do a plan. So I went to Blake and said, Blake, he says, what do you want to do, Jerry? I want to sell my distributors. Jerry, please don't do that. I will never, never, ever cut your check. You helped me open up 34 countries. I don't want you to cut I'm not going to cut your check. Don't do it. You got over $1 million a year. Blake, do you think this has to do with money? Do you think I'm doing this company for money? I'm doing this company because they're number 15. And I'm driven by challenge. I like companies that do something that no one gets yet. Because when they get it, you make a fortune. All of you on the ground floor of an explosive company, you just don't know it yet. And I know it for a fact. So he says, are you going to really sell your distributorship? You'll make over $1 million a year for the rest of your life. I said, yeah, I am. You know why, Blake? I want to look everyone in the face and tell them I gave up $1 million a year income. And I have to be an absolute financial fool to do that, or I know something. And I know something. I know that they're going to do it. And in the 4 years of doing it, they're now up to the point of momentum where you're going to go for the ride of your life. How many millionaires did it in the first billion too? How about 731 in New Skin? 731 people became multimillionaires. You know where I started Taiwan? San Jose in Oakland. I started with one guy. He was a PhD, mechanical engineer. He says, what do I do? I said, you go after the Chinese community here. Not there. Grab in all the major cities in the United States, go after him. So he got 7 people, that's it. He had 100 leaders. Within 8 months, he had 100 leaders in his company, and he had over 1,000 distributors. The Chinese are the most aggressive society of all. You know, they're the hardest working society of everyone. I hate to tell Americans, but I tell them right to their face. I'm going to tell you the truth. There's a strategy for why we're going Chinese first. There's a strategy. It's not just, we didn't just pull something out of the sky. Here's the truth. The Chinese are the hardest working society in the world. It's true. Unfortunately, that hard work has caused problems. Heart attacks and strokes and high blood pressure. We've got a problem with that. It's caused problems. You eat late at night. You have all kinds of digestive problems. Irritable gas. We have irritable bowel syndrome. You have acid reflux, gas, all kinds of problems. You could be thin and still be a disaster on the inside. So you could be eating all great foods, but not absorbing it because your digestive tract is not right. We've got a system for that. You also have diabetes. Dr. Lehman is very concerned with diabetes because diabetes is running rampant. He causes America for screwing up the Chinese diet that was basically good. And so he says it's Americans. The kids have onset of diabetes at 9 to 15 years old in China now. It's bad. So because they're on the move. So here's our strategy, just so you want to know why we did Chinese. Our American distributors want us to do Europe, where they have connections. Or South America, we're not doing it. We're going to wait. Here's why. There's Chinese in every country. The Chinese also are the most computer literate society in the world. Did you know that? Americans think they are. Your kids blow the doors off any American kid. You want to talk math? When I say the marketing plan, you get it in 2 minutes. It takes them 3 months to get it. They don't get it. So the idea, I'm going to get into the money. So you are smart. Scandinavians think they're the most computer literate. Brazilians think they are. But the truth is, the Chinese are the most computer literate.
Intelligent everybody, right?
Huh? All the ethnic groups. The Chinese are the most computer literate.
So let's say we have Indian people here, you say the same thing.
Yeah. No, I say it right in front of Americans. I just said it in front of an American group. I said it yesterday in front of an American group. We only had 1 Chinese in the group yesterday. And they were all Americans. I say it right in front of them. I'm not embarrassed to say it. It's the truth. So because he asked me, he asked me why are you guys emphasizing Asia and the Pacific Rim? The truth is, once we get Taiwan and Hong Kong, it's all over. Because all you have to do, not like I did, and actually have to go to all 34 countries, you're gonna just go, boop, boop. There's Chinese in Europe, every country, Chinese in South America, every country, Chinese all over the world. So we know we can network the world from China.
Oh, yeah.
With Chinese, we can, it's the truth. Americans hate me when I talk like this, but I talk right in front of them. I'll talk in front of 5,000 Americans and 3. I say the same thing because I know the truth. It's the truth. And you guys are gonna network the world. You don't have to worry about Nuskin that's already in over 50 countries. You're gonna own countries. Countries. And all that volume can go through you. It's big business. This is very big business. Let me tell you who's not gonna be a black swan. Let me tell you who's not. You won't like this either. Skincare will never be a black swan again.
I'm sorry.
Skincare will never, because it's been done. And we're gonna have a breakthrough skincare line that's gonna blow the socks off you. It's by the #1 female dermatologist in the world. She's a medical doctor. And let me tell you, we have a breakthrough coming this year that's gonna just rock you. It won't make us the black swan. We'll have millions of dollars of business, but it's not, that doesn't make it because it's been done.
I know who's it.
Yeah, weight loss, no, it's never been done before. But anyways, the weight loss, it'll never be a black swan again. It's been done 1,000 times, distant twist. Do we have a fantastic weight loss? We have the #1 doctor in the world, yeah. That's not what makes us a black swan. What makes us a black swan is with a company that's doing something different. We're the first company to organize the disorganized health and wellness business. That's what it is. Let me tell you about utilities, because utilities will never be a black swan. Never. Why? Because there's 1,000 companies that do utility.
Yeah.
What happens in the utility companies is, and I've watched 10 of them go down, they build up a customer base and some company buys the customer base out. That's what happens.
Yeah.
How about the internet? Never, no services on the internet will ever be a black swan, 0.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean you can't make money. It means that they're not gonna be a black swan and wind up through momentum. Because you're competing with all other people. It doesn't matter if you're the lowest price. I watched Excel go up to $1 billion. Does anyone know Excel? They're a telecommunications company.
Yeah.
I had a friend in it. There's no money on the back end of communications unless you're selling corporate accounts. There was none. So he said, how many customers do you have selling cell phone service? I have 10,000. Great, how much do you net? 2,700. Oh great, you have 10,000 customers, you're making 2,700. So where's the money? It's on the front end of the plan. They call them coded bonuses. Don't let them fool you. The money's on the front end, it's not on the residual side. On the residual side, because you make so little on a customer. I had a guy that's saying, what about these discount mall things? I said, you gotta be kidding me. He says, I could give discounts to go to Walmart. Oh yeah? I'm gonna buy $10,000 in Walmart products for you. How much am I gonna earn? He said, oh, a lot of money. I said, you don't know what you're talking about. I write compensation plans. How much do you think? He said, oh, at least a couple hundred. I said, great, how about $42? They buy $10,000 of product, they're buying $42. There's a joke. They make it on the front end of the program by charging fees to get into the situation. The only company is, you're in a company like Emmett, which I like, I happen to know the owners, and corporate accounts are great, if you can get one. But you need a lot of personal accounts on the deal. But that's not the problem. The problem is they sell out down the road. They sell the customer base. Prepaid Legal, another service company, Prepaid Legal. It was great. Everyone said, oh, I had friends in it. Great. I said, someday you're gonna be sold out. You watch. They were just bought out last year for $600 million. You know what they did? They eliminated all the distributors. And they went direct. That's what happens with service-oriented companies. They do that. And they say, oh, everyone's saying do it. I had a friend. He said, what happened now? He said, God, I lost so much credibility with all my people. I didn't know. I said, I was telling you. I told them for 5 years they're going to eventually sell out. And so the idea is, we have something that's different. So what is not going to be a black swan? Coffee. If you think the coffee deal, there's one coffee company now left, but usually in the last 15 years I've watched 10 of them go out of business. They wind up, we have one called Organo Gold.
Mm-hmm.
That's around.
That is the fastest.
It's fast, isn't it? It's good coffee, yeah.
Yes,
You think that
he's the man, the black one is the #1 earning income
Yeah.
in the whole world.
Yeah.
It's
Let me tell you,
$15 million last year.
Yeah, I said that
Just
coffee,
coffee.
I'm telling you, coffee's not going to be a black swan. You don't know what's going to happen yet. Let me tell you what's going to happen. Now, as you're speaking, Dunkin' Donuts is coming up with a designer coffee better than theirs, and so is Starbucks working on a designer coffee. The problem is people bump the thing off because it's not proprietary. They bump it off, and so you'll see them wind up. I've watched 10, I swear to God, 10 coffee companies wind up. One of them wound up $500 million, gone. They're still winding up, but I'm telling you, they're not gonna be a black swan. Coffee is everywhere. So the idea is, they're great, they're winding up, you'll see a lot of wind up and a lot of checks. Let's watch in 10 years and see where they are. No one's done it yet. Name one company. Nobody can name one company.
Switch up this
Yeah.
couple 3 years.
I know.
Right guy.
I know. I have a friend that makes 300,000.
It's better than the new skin. It's the couples in from
But
Singapore.
it's not gonna
now
last
drop the
for,
second,
it's not gonna last, that's what I'm telling you.
That's true.
The next one,
Yeah,
it's not gonna last.
for sure.
I'm talking about a legacy company. I'm not talking about a money game. I'm not talking about a fast company. I'm talking about a company, you work the next 3 to 5 years, it's the same effort in this company and any other company. You guys know that. It's the same. Is the company gonna be there to pay you in 10 years, and 15 years, and 20 years?
50 years.
Yeah, this is a 50-year legacy company. We're gonna be number 15. We're not interested in the fast kill. We're not interested in building, and then they change the compensation plan and pull the rug out. We're not interested in having a fast wind-up. There's no one that wound up faster than Mona V. No one. They went up to 800 million. Just like I know 4 of the Black Diamonds. 4 of them I know. They're all streaming. You know what's happening now? Unraveling big time. They're done. Why? Same thing that's going to happen to the coffee. Now there's juices everywhere. Coke is coming out with a juice. You can buy juice. They could have the best juice in the world. They could. And maybe they do. But there's juices everywhere. Now you have to say why your juice is better than all the other juices. The juice wars are all done. That's never be a black swan. Never. They wound up. How about Visalis? What a great wind-up they had. Everyone was saying Visalis. I told my friends, they're a scam. Don't you get it? They're great marketing. Great marketing. Great marketing. Internet marketing. But their product was developed by a throat doctor. Come on, it was a weight loss product. Genesis. Here's the story with Genesis. I know the owners of Genesis. Do you know the owners of Genesis?
I want to know from you.
I know them personally. They live in Florida, where I live.
So, excuse me, don't talk about our company.
What?
Okay, Qivana right now. No, I said Qivana. Our company is not just this company. You talk about this company. How about think about this company last how long? Then
It's already been 4 years. We're past the risk period. Momentum starts at 50 million. And so when New Skin took 5.5 years to get to 50 million. Did you know that? They took 5.5 years. We're only 4 years and we're just nearing that right now. We already know the risk period. Here's the problem. When you don't tell the truth about the product comes out to bite you in the end. And Jeunesse, as you know, the owners were selling gas bills.
I know that.
Yeah.
Total rip-off.
Yes, I know
Yeah.
You
that.
know there's lawsuits going on in California right now against
I know.
that company. They're the same owners. They changed the name and they added a skincare.
Yes.
Their skincare marketing is very interesting. They're making it sound like it's stem cells. It is not stem cells. They're making it sound like human stem cells. It's plant stem cells. And any doctor will tell you that knows skin that plant stem cells do not permeate the skin.